Hello viewers. Have you ever wondered why the letter A in the word AT is pronounced as the A sound and the one in the word ATE is pronounced as A, which makes this word at and this one ate, which makes this word mat and this one mate. Yeah, this is due to a concept called the magic E, and that's what we are about to learn today. Once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Joseph Laughter, and in today's lesson, we are teaching the magic E. But before we go, do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Yeah, the magic E, like I said, is a concept in English that changes the sound, the vowel sounds in some words from a short sound mostly to a longer sound, or from a normal sound that you're used to a totally different sound. Now look at this. We will deal with the magic E in relation to the letter A, the letter E, the letter I, the O, and the U. That's all of the vowel letters. And this is the first one we're starting with, that's the letter A. So normally, when you have letter A followed by a consonant letter, or a consonant sound, the letter A is pronounced as the A sound, as you can see in the word at, as you can see in the word mat, in the word come, in the word plan, in tap, mad, bad, man, gap, and start. Yeah, that's letter A. In one of our videos on letter sounds, we talked about the fact that letter A sounds A, yeah? So letter A most times gives the sound A, as in at, as in mat in the middle of these ones, as in cam, as in plan, tap, mad, bad, man, gap, and start. However, when we have this letter E, which we call the magic E, and why we call it the magic E is because of the change that it causes, yeah? When we add the letter E, behind that consonant sound, it changes the R sound of the initial word, like the word at, it changes the R sound to A. Yeah? Changes the R sound to A. So that means that when you have AT, at, plus the magic E, the letter E, then we have ate. Then we have mate. Then we have came. Then plain, tape, made, bade, main, gape, and state. It's as simple as that. So when you see a word that you would have thought should be pronounced using the at sound, like at, when you see that word having the letter E at the back of that consonant sound, it's 90% of time, most times it changes to the A sound. Is that simple enough? I believe it is. So we have at without the magic E, plus the magic E, we've got ate. We've got mat, with the magic E, we've got mate. We've got cam, when we add the magic E, we've got came. We've got plan, when we add the magic E, we've got plain. We've got tap, when we add the magic E, we've got tape. We've got mad, when we add the magic E, we've got made. Bad changes to bade. Man changes to main. Gap to gape. Start to state. Yeah. The more words, some of them do not necessarily have a version where the magic E, without the magic E, would have been a word normally. But it's just to tell you that most times when a word has a structure where there is a vowel letter A, there is a consonant, then there is an E. Most times you should pronounce that word as, you should pronounce the letter A with the A sound. And that's why we've got the word lame, the word fate, the word grade, the word veil, the word make, the word blame, there are lots of other words, the word shame, etc. Yeah? So That's for the letter A. The next letter we're going to consider would be the letter E plus the magic E. The letter E is the next one we're considering. Now look at these words. The first word we've got is then. Yeah? Now, that's before the magic E. So that tells you that letter E, most times, which we know, the common sound the letter E would always give should be the sound. So letter E would sound in most cases. However, immediately we add a magic E, the sound changes to E. Yeah, the sound changes to E. So that's what we've got. Here we've got them. When we add a magic E, we've got theme. And by the way, take note of the consonant sound. What this is the voiced consonant sound, them. Yeah, this one is the voiceless. Yeah, so voiced dental, voiceless dental. Yeah, the next one we've got is gen. Yeah, gen, Gen. When we add a magic E, we've got gene. Yeah, we've got met, MET. When we add a magic E, we've got meet. We've got pet, PET. When we add the magic E, we've got Pete. Do you understand that? For letter E, there are not so many words we could combine, like place side by side. So we've got loads of other words. Just know that when you have that magic E coming after a consonant sound that you would normally have pronounced as sound, then take note that the magic E changes the sound to the E. So that's where we've got more words where we've got the word delete. Yeah, normally LET should be pronounced as let, but in this environment where we've got the magic E coming after it, we pronounce delete. If there is a word like EV, that would have been F, but with the magic E, we've got Eve. Concrete, sin, these, extreme, concede. Yeah, I got again. Delete, Eve, concrete, sin, these, extreme, and concede. So that's the magic E with the letter E. Yeah. So letter E would normally sound but when you add the magic E, it changes to E. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, like this video, and kindly share it. So the next letter we're going to consider would be the letter I in relation to the magic E. The next letter is the letter I, and normally letter I would sound E, like bit, as in dim, as in slid, as in hid, Tim, read, pin, kit, and sit. However, when we add the magic E to letter I, like when we add a magic E after the consonant sound that comes after the letter I, it changes the E sound to the diphthong I. Yeah? So we've got, instead of beat, we've got bite. Instead of dim, we've got dime. Oh, sorry, I missed that. Yeah, dime. Instead of slid, we've got slide. Instead of hid, we've got hide. Instead of Tim, we've got time. Instead of read, we've got ride. Instead of pen, we've got pine. Instead of kite, we've got kite. And instead of sit, we've got sight. That's the letter I plus the magic E for you. So letter I would sound E, but that's when it comes before a consonant, yeah? Or when it's followed by a consonant. But immediately you add the letter E, the magic E, after that consonant sound or after that consonant letter, it changes the E sound to the I, yeah? Did you notice that, yeah? So more words, we've got 9, we've got prize, we've got drive, we've got bike, slime, white, vine, 5, rice, etc. So take note of that. Like, once again, do not forget to like this video, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Okay, viewers, the next letter we're considering is the letter O, yeah? Normally, letter O gives the sound O, yeah? As in pop, as in hop, as in nut, cod, rod, cop, dot, yeah? But when we add the magic E to letter O, that means if we add a magic E after the consonant sound that follows the letter O, it changes the O sound to the O. Yeah? So instead of pop, with the magic E, we've not got pope. Instead of hop, we've got hope. Instead of nut, we've got note. Instead of card, we've got code. Instead of rod, we've got road. Instead of cup, we've got cope. Instead of dot, we've got dot. Yeah, that's the magic E for you. So take note, when you add letter O would sound O when it's followed by a consonant sound, yeah? But immediately you add a magic E, it changes the O sound to the different O. So we've got pope, hope, note, code, road, cope, dot, etc. So we've got more words like bone, like scope, stole, froze, nose, dome, slope, phone, etc. Yeah, so that's the letter O alongside the magic E for you. The next letter would be the letter U. Once again, viewers, the last letter we are considering for today is the letter U. Yeah, by the way, do not forget to like this video, do not forget to share this video, do not forget to make comments, and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So the last letter, like I said, we consider is the letter U. Now, normally, letter U would give us the sound A as in cot, as in cub, as in hug, as in truck, as in pub, as in run, or as in the word us. But when we add the magic E to the consonant sound that comes after the letter U, so when we add a magic E to the consonant that comes after the letter U, it changes from the R sound to either the OO, the long OO sound, or the U. Yeah, it changes either to the long OO sound or the U. So these thing, don't forget, all of these in slashes are phonemes. Yeah, they're sounds. So this thing that looks like a small letter J is the U sound in English. Yeah, in phonetics, it's the U sound plus the U comes together to make U. The same way you would have pronounced the letter U itself. Yeah. So that changes the word cut to cute, the word cub to cube, the word hug to huge. By the way, there is a change of consonant sound even with these. The g in the word hug, what we've got is the g sound, but in the word huge, what we've got is the j sound. And take note of that, the glottis sound, the letter H sound. Hug, huge. Truck, truce. Now, obviously, this is not the main word that should be, but I just had to form something with that, yeah? So truck, we've got truce. Tub, we've got tube. Run, we've got run. Us, we've got use. Yeah? Cart, cute, cub, cube, hug, huge, truck, truce, tub, tube, run, run, us, use. We've got more words. Flute, yeah, you know, flute, the musical instrument. Fume, mute, tune, loop, June, etc. Yeah, flute, fume, mute, tune, loop, June. That's the letter U. So before we go, I'll just run off with a summary and something mnemonic enough to help you remember this topic so easily. So viewers, like I said, letter A sounds A, yeah? That is before the magic E. So the letter A in the word mat gives us the R sound. But immediately we add a magic E, it changes this R sound to the A, and that's where we've got mate. So what you would have had here as, say, if you to transcribe it like mat, would now be mate. Is that simple enough? Yeah? So mat, mate. Letter E sounds eh. That is when you add a consonant sound to it, like pet. But immediately you add the magic E plus the E, it changes to Pete. The E. Yeah? Letter I sounds E before the magic E, and that's where we've got the word fin. But immediately you add the magic E plus E, it changes to I. Fine. Letter O sounds O before the magic E, and that's why we've got the word not. But immediately you add a magic E to it, it changes to O, and that's why we've got the word notes. Letter U sounds A before the magic E is added, and that's why we've got the word cub. But plus the E, the magic E, we then have the word cube, because it changes the R sound to either the long U sound or the U sound. One more thing I would want you to notice, you know, the normal basic thing when we're teaching like introduction to sounds, introduction to letter sounds, introduction to phonemes, we would say that letter A sounds A, which is the basic sound. Most times letter A would give us in words. Letter E sounds E, that's the sound letter E would mostly give us in words. Letter I sounds E, that's the sound it would give us most times in word. Letter O sounds A, and letter U sounds A. Yeah? Now, however, when we add the magic E, each of these letters, each of these sounds rather, go back to the name of the letter. Have you figured that out? What that means is letter A sounds A, but this is letter A, yeah? So when we add a magic E, what we have back is now the letter A sound, which is A itself, like the name of the letter itself. So it's more like this is the letter sound, but when you add a magic E, you have the letter name. This is the letter sound, the E sound. When you add the magic E, what do you have again? You have the E itself, E. This is the letter sound, the I sound. But when you add the magic E, you come back to the letter name, which is I itself. This is the letter O, giving us the O sound. When you add the magic E, what we have back is the diphthong O, which is the name of this letter itself. And this is the letter U, giving us the vowel A, the vowel number 10. When you add the magic E, you come back to the name of the letter itself, which is U. And some people, like Spanish speakers, actually call it U. So U. Do you see that? That's such a beautiful thing to note. So do not forget this topic. Like I said earlier, this topic is titled the magic E, and this is how English is usually taught and learned. Like gradually, when you know this magic E rule, then we can move to other rules that guide spellings and pronunciation of words in English. Thank you once again for sticking to the end. I hope you've liked this video. I hope you've commented, and I hope you've shared it. And I do hope that you have subscribed to my YouTube channel. It's nice meeting you all. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.